Hayden Panettiere has spent her whole life in front of cameras, and somewhere along the way, she stopped being afraid of any of them. She says the thing nobody else in the room will. These are her funniest moments.
I am an indestructible cheerleader, but I don't cheer, I only wear the outfit.
Okay.
I just like the outfit. It's like the cape and tights and
I love the outfit.
I call myself like a piece of meat. I get filleted and stir-fried and all of the above.
Every action star has a weakness, and hers has nothing to do with heroes or villains. On Regis, she explains exactly which bodies of water she refuses to trust.
I'm not only scared of sharks in the ocean,
Right.
I'm scared of sharks in lakes.
In lake.
And quite possibly ponds. My grandparents live on a lake in Indiana. My dad has to be in the water.
Wow.
And then when I tube, I make my friend, I say, okay, now, if I fall off, you have to fall off. But if you fall off, you're on your own.
Ink is supposed to say something permanent about you. Over on Graham Norton, Hayden offers one piece of advice she learned the hard way about getting it in a language you don't speak.
Just advice, just don't ever get a tattoo in a different language and then go to the country where they speak that language. It's a bad idea.
But given it's misspelled.
Yeah.
Child stars carry a certain reputation, and most of them spend interviews trying to outrun it. Colbert decides to test hers to her face, and she is ready for him.
You seem like a perfectly well-adjusted person, and child stars often aren't.
I don't know.
I guess I don't. You could freak out on me at any moment.
I could.
Before the acting, before any of it, she was a gymnast on live television. Regis wants proof, and she is happy to clear the furniture and give it to him.
Before we go, she's gonna do a cartwheel. Go ahead, let's see you do a cartwheel.
Round off.
Then there is the man she married. He is a Ukrainian heavyweight champion who stands well over 6 feet. And on Ellen, she lays out how two people this mismatched ever found each other.
Said, you're huge. He said, you're tiny.
And that was it.
That's God telling us we're on too far on either end of the spectrum. He's got bow legs, I've got knock knees, they're gonna have straight legs and be normal height.
She was doing national television before she could spell, and she took absolutely none of it seriously. Back on Regis, a simple question about a fast food commercial gets a very direct answer.
And finally it occurred to me, and I turned to him with this buck-toothed grin and said, haven't you ever been to Wendy's?
Colbert likes to remind guests he is the same age they are. He tries that math with Hayden, and she does some quick arithmetic of her own.
I was around 7 in 96 too, yeah. We're very similar age.
How old were you in 96?
What?
That fearless streak started early, and she knows exactly when it faded. She tells Colbert what confidence felt like at 7, and where it went after that.
You could be in your birthday suit, and you could be the most confident person in the room at 7 years old. That's gone flying out the window.
Soap operas put child actors through storylines no adult would survive twice. Hayden ran the full gauntlet on Guiding Light, and she counts off what the writers did to her one disaster at a time.
I mean, they threw me down a well.
Why did they throw you down a well?
I don't know. I must have pissed them off. I got leukemia not once, but twice. I was kidnapped.
When you're working on a soap opera and you get leukemia, do you think, I gotta be nicer to the writers? Because they could just write you out of the show at any minute.
A self-conscious person would. But how old was I? I was like 8. I was still in that bracket where I didn't care. I was good. My confidence was soaring. Luckily, they didn't kill me. I shot my mom's boyfriend.
Subscribe if you want one of these every day on the actors you actually care about. Producers always call ahead to ask what a guest wants to talk about. When they called Hayden, she was in the middle of something she probably should not have admitted to on air.
Well, I was multitasking. I was getting ready to go. My assistant just had a baby, so this was multitasking on a different level. And I was on the phone, and he's like, how's the show? I said, it's great! It's amazing! You really like playing your cat? I love her so much! I said, finally, I'm so sorry, I have to be honest with you, I'm getting a bikini wax right now. And I thought I could do this, but I can't. Can you call me back in 10 minutes? She's like, I've heard a lot of things before, and that's a first.
Her daughter has a boxer for a father, which raises an obvious question about the family business. Colbert asks whether she would let the girl fight, and Hayden has other plans.
Would you be okay if she became a boxer?
I know. Let's go doctor. Veterinarian. I could live vicariously through her.
Playing an indestructible character means the show needs a spare version of you on hand. Hayden describes the day they cast her entire body and the man who showed up to do it.
When I first started, right before the pilot, they took me in. They had to make body casts of me so that when I do break a body part, it's not actually mine.
Right.
But it looks just like mine. I have to be in a little bathing suit. They have to grease me down first. And there's all these guys and one girl, and she's basically telling me to spread them so that the plaster doesn't stick to me.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the biggest man I've ever seen in my life walks in. He's got a bandana, a ponytail, a beard. He must be 6'5" and 300 pounds, and he's strapping on these plastic gloves, and he snaps it and goes, "Hi!" Like, this'll be painless. It'll be painless.
Scream 4 asked her to do the one thing horror movies run on. As it turns out, her father drilled her for exactly this moment years earlier on a New York street corner.
I'm a fireman's daughter. He used to tell me all the time that when I went to the mall with my friends, he's like, so what do you do if somebody comes up and grabs you? You're not my daddy! You're not my daddy! So I had a lot of practice screaming, you're not my daddy.
Some scenes are grim on paper and impossible to take seriously on set. Hayden remembers filming her own autopsy and the very mature choice she made while lying on the table.
I was doing, like you guys saw Austin Powers. Look at my sexy body. And that's what I was doing because I thought it was funny that I had ribs on. So I was sitting there going, look at my sexy body.
She is known for rescuing every animal that crosses her path, though not every animal returns the affection. On Ellen, a borrowed hedgehog makes its own priorities clear.
It was one of our AD's pet. They look so cute and like you want to cuddle with them. And then you realize that they have spikes all over their back. And she kept trying to get into very personal places. She chose there, under everything.
Marrying into another culture means explaining traditions that make no sense from outside. Hayden plays out her fiancé's confusion on Ellen, doing the accent herself, up to the one custom she is glad he never learned.
He's very confused about our traditions. I don't think he really knows. I mean, honeymoons, what is this honeymoon? I said, it's when you go on a vacation afterwards, or you know, you can't see the bride in her dress before. Why? Why not? It's his dress. He just doesn't know that the woman's side of the family is supposed to pay for the wedding.
Oh, that's smart.
We don't need him to know.
Being married to someone that famous and that large has a strange side effect in public. Back with Conan, she describes what happens when the crowd is only looking for him. For the record, she has made peace with the height gap. Colbert gets her to admit how big she feels on the inside, and she hears the sentence a half-second too late.
Just a little bit.
bit, sorry.
And inside, I'm not. Inside, I'm huge. That sounded terrible.
Her animal stories start cute and end in chaos, and this is the one that does both at full speed. On Ellen, something moves into the walls of her house, and the rescue goes sideways.
Something ended up in my wall the other day. We heard these really strange kind of squeaking sounds and called the contractor in, who was very upset that we asked him to cut holes in the wall. He's like, you're crazy. You're crazy. We're like, no, cut here. Couldn't find anything. Cut there. We had about 10 holes in the wall. Opened up the bottom, and there is this baby raccoon. And he's so cute. And we're going, oh, and the contractor's screaming somewhere over there. And we're about to get him, and this mother comes Kung Fu Panda spider climbing down the wall, hisses in our face, grabs his baby, and pieces out through the roof.